light it up if you want. Into seconds, into third, look at that all the way. Just spins and spins and spins basically. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are having the first modification installed to the M4. Decided to go with a tuning module. The company is called TDI Tuning. Before any of you start asking why I'm not getting a full ECU tune, it's because it's a brand spanking new car and I don't feel like losing my warranty from day one. Obviously I'm in the public eye, so I probably stand no chance anyway. But with brand new cars, definitely the safer route is to install like a module. We're going to meet the experts in a sec. They'll explain everything about it. But when having a full ECU tune, it's not to say that it's not safe for the car, but they have to tamper with the ECU. And you know, if you need to quickly take your car in, you know, to have some warranty work done, it's not a safe bet to take it in with an ECU tune. They can remove ECU tunes, but not everybody can. But like I say, the safer route is the module. You don't normally get the same kind of power gains, but like I say, I just want to kind of keep my warranty for now. So yeah, I'm just round the corner from TDI Tuning. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in a sec. TDI Tuning.
Hey, Stephen. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
How was your drive here?
Yeah, not bad. About 70-mile trip.
Right.
I noticed, is that one of the modules that we're going to be installing?
This is a CR34, actually one of the most popular pieces of hardware.
Okay, so it's not just BMW tune, right?
Oh, we tune every brand, most every model, over 6,000 different vehicles supported. Wow. Petrol, diesel, hybrid, the lot we tune it all.
So this is going to be going on my car today, yeah?
This is going on yours.
And what kind of figures are we going to be looking at?
Obviously your particular vehicle, great performance gains obviously anyway, we'll be punching well over 520 horsepower today.
Wow, geez, that is a lot of power, man, off a module as well. I don't know too much about modules, but I know that, I mean, I'm not just trying to say there's been any negativity with it, but the reason I'm going with this today is because I'm thinking of the warranty safety factor. So
we remap and we produce tuning modules like this as well, so we're completely non-biased.
Right.
For me, if it was my car, as you know, I've got an M4 myself.
Yeah.
This is the module I put on my car.
Okay. And you say you do ECU tunes as well, like?
We do the lot. We cover absolutely everything.
Is it basically the same? Is there any difference? Like,
what we aim to achieve is ultimately the same. Obviously, how we go about doing it is different. By far, the tuning module option is by far the more popular choice. You can remove it, you can adjust it, you can send it back, get it reprogrammed. You sell your car, get rid of it in the future with a remap. It's gone. It goes with the car. Car goes into a dealer for a service. Software gets looked at, updated. It gets overwritten with the tuning module. It's all encrypted. Can't be modified. Sell the car in the future, take it off, send it back, get it reprogrammed.
And there's a lot of development that's gone into the tune?
Well, I'm the technical director and I spend the majority of my life developing maps and obviously working with hardware and software. Okay. Big fan of the M3 M4, fantastic engine also to work with, 3 litre twin turbo. But ultimately, yeah, we get great results from it.
That's a lot of power, man. 525.
525 horsepower. Again, bundles obviously a talk to go with it. Yeah. It's a complete transformation of the car.
So you mentioned that it's Bluetooth, so there's an application you can install on Android and iOS?
Yes, so we have obviously our own app, obviously for our own hardware, and ultimately enables you to access your CR34 Bluetooth system. You can activate different settings on here, so you can roll between programs 1 and 7, switch the device off, activate cold start timer, discrete mode, and a whole manner of different technology that we're going to be rolling out in the future is actually built into the hardware already. Wow. So you're buying something that really is future-proof.
Quick installation, 10-15 minutes?
15 minutes on yours if we're taking it easy.
Okay, so should we get started?
Let's go.
Let's do it, man.
So Ricky, this is your CR34 Bluetooth system. It essentially starts off blank. We flash and put the specific maps in here for your exact vehicle. So this is the kit that you receive when you order it online or over the phone. This is exactly how the system appears.
Okay.
So the client receives the item. So here you have your installation instructions. Inside the installation instruction booklet you have your bespoke installation instructions for your particular vehicle. That's the instance here. BMW F80 series, M3, M4.
And is this something that owners can install themselves?
Exactly, yeah. The instruction booklet shows you step by step exactly what you need to do. So everything is obviously detailed in here, exactly what you need to obviously do in terms of regarding installation, how to pair your system up. Everything's included in here. But these particular instructions in here are the relevant photographs and information to your exact engine.
Right.
Chip's going to go through the installation for you. Obviously in the rest of the kit you obviously have your CRTD4 system here. So
Okay.
this is obviously where the magic happens. So essentially obviously you have all your programs in here with flashes in for you just 5 minutes ago.
Right.
So this is all fresh. When we build them up, everything's blank, because obviously when you change a vehicle in the future, you send the system back to us, we format it, we start it all back from fresh, we put the latest firmware, the latest maps on it to suit your new vehicle, whatever that might be. So this is your harness, so I'm going to get passed over to Chip now. Chip's going to go through and obviously do the installation for you. This is obviously for your particular vehicle. I'm going to give Chip the tuning module as well, what's been programmed for your vehicle. Chip will ask you to put that somewhere. Thank you very much.
It's really cool that it's Bluetooth as well, because I remember having something similar to that, and you have to literally lift the bonnet up and you have to change the settings.
That's a long while ago now. As far as obviously the CRTD4 range of products are concerned, you can do so much with it, and obviously with the Bluetooth capability as well, enables you to obviously change your program settings, change whatever you obviously require obviously on the fly. Ultimately, there's a lot of technology built into that piece of kit as well, so as we roll out new functionality in the future, you'll be able to take advantage of all the software updates and all of the app updates we're going to roll out obviously going forward. So the piece of equipment you've got here really is future-proof.
Stephen's going to take me around quick. We're in his M4, it's actually convertible, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
A little bit heavier as well, isn't it, than the coupe?
Yeah, well, you've got so much extra steel basically in the chassis.
Yeah. So what's your background then, Stephen?
I'm an engineer. Essentially by qualification, I'm an automotive engineer. I used to be a senior engineer for a very large automotive brand in the powertrain and engine department. So essentially this is what I specialise in. It must always be better, harder, stronger, longer, more reliable, better. Basically, as simple as that.
Well, I can see just by filming with you today, man, you've got a real OCD, haven't you?
Yeah, nothing's ever good enough. But that's to be fair, that reflects in our work obviously what we look for in terms of just to make things better. I mean, we know we've got an amazing set of maps for this car.
Yeah.
We've produced some amazing software, and obviously the hardware, the carrier does a fantastic job obviously as well. But me being me, I'm confident that we'll find more out of it as well going forward. But obviously before anything makes its way to the client, it goes through incredible sort of extensive testing. So maps that we're now floating out for this, 525 horsepower, it's gone through the meat grinder for a long time. On the road, on the dyno, on the track. I mean, the vehicle we stuck around the track, we look for it to fail. We've got equipment plugged into it all the time, measuring feedback from the engine, taking readings left, right and centre, and ultimately what we're looking to achieve is basically get results back off the vehicle. So if it's going to show up or have any faults, we want to know about it, and before it ever goes anywhere near the client, it's been rigorously tested.
Guys, I just thought maybe to feel the difference with it off, and what do I do? Switch system off.
So it's sliding across.
And what would that literally immediately turn off?
Back to standard.
Difference in power that was, you know that? Yeah, that's a massive difference that is. So you say they dyno around about the 430, 440?
Yeah, so this car standard produced at 435, so it kicks a little bit more over standard. But to be fair to BMW, it's to overproduce slightly. This kicks out 525, obviously after tuning.
Got a C63 running.
It's instantly available.
It's crazy, isn't it? That's really impressive, that is. And like you say, it still feels very progressive, like almost like factory. Because I've felt tuning boxes before, right? When I say tuning boxes, I've been in a few different ones. I went in one of my friends, and the way he's used to come on, it was like electric. There was no progression to it.
Yeah, it's not nice, is it? It's not nice. It's not nice. You don't flick a switch. It's not nice. It's all about being linear power and torque delivery. And as I said, it's the ferociousness, obviously, of Program 7. It's ferocious. It's broad.
Yeah.
It's got lots of power and torque on tap. Yeah. But it's not something which basically is going to be dangerous to drive. Yeah. That's the way to set up. TDI tuning, back at the shop, back here. Chip's just completed his installation.
Right.
We've set the system all up, ready to go. We're going to start it for the first time now. So, obviously unlock the vehicle. System's obviously on. So you're set to default program 4. Obviously you can change your program settings. Typically, obviously by use of the keypad, so you can roll through here. Obviously roll your programs.
Oh, so this is why. Oh, you can manually do it.
You can do a manual override. So for standard non-Bluetooth devices, this is obviously how you change your program settings anyway.
Yeah.
So whereas if you're running a CRTD4 Bluetooth, you can change obviously by the app on your phone or by the keypad obviously on here. So yeah. We'll put it back to program 4 just to show you obviously what's involved with making the change on your phone. So if I take Ricky's phone, obviously this is an Android device. Obviously our systems are compatible with Apple and Android systems. If you download our app from the Google Play Store for Android, alternatively from the App Store for Apple devices, simply download, hit connect, wait for the phone to find your unique CRTD4 tuning system. Yeah, so your serial code is located, it's etched on the top of your connector on here. Right. The last 6 digits are the serial code are your PIN code. Mm-hmm. That's all shown in your documentation. It's also shown in your paperwork, also when you're purchasing your device. So everything's stored in here, it's unique to you, it's secure, nobody else can tap into this and change your program settings without your permission. Yeah. So we've just paired up on here now, so you're currently set obviously to program 4, which is the default program, and obviously if you want to change your settings, you can change obviously settings that are reflecting here on the tuning system. Right, that's wicked, man. It's all instant, simultaneous. If you put you back, for example, to program 7 as an example, obviously you're set up onto max performance mode now. If you want to switch the device off, you obviously look at the tuning system. Obviously want to switch it off, it goes off. Right. So the device off is essentially in standby, still running and functioning, but the vehicle is completely back to standard. Okay. If you want to switch the tuning system back on, quite simply swipe your finger across the screen, turn it back on. You can leave the system on discrete mode, turns the lighting off. Some people don't like things standing out in the engine bay. Right. Obviously we've mounted this tuning box here. Obviously upon request you've asked us to mount it here. Yeah. This is where we put it. You can mount this in a number of different locations. Some people like go under the scuttle panel. Yeah. But essentially this is a nice, pretty cool. Nice and easy place to get to. Yeah. And I was going to say to you, so you know each one of those power settings, numbers, is it different power? Yes. It is, yeah? Yep. Do you know the app? They will always vary slightly per vehicle. Yeah. And on this particular vehicle, it's about 5 horsepower down from the top performance setting every time you work your way down. So even on program 1, you've still got a very good performance gain. Yeah. Program 1 still gives you a nice power on torque delivery, certainly a lot better than standard. And as I said, it's a case where we have this broad range of settings on here, so you really can tailor it to suit your everyday needs. Okay. Some people may not want to have program 7 at all or every day, so quite simply they can change to whatever they want. Okay. Right, so Stephen, I think I'm going to end the video there. I'm actually going to drive home with the module turned off because obviously it's a bit dark. I want to get my first impressions. Yeah, great. One thing we haven't mentioned is price. Okay. How much are these modules? This system's $419.99, inclusive of VAT. Okay. Obviously, you have the Bluetooth option on here as well, which is an additional £50. Okay. And that's obviously for iPhone or for Android devices. That's full inclusive of VAT, and the products are always available obviously for next day delivery. If you're international, then it takes an additional 1 or 2 days, but ultimately we ship everywhere on the planet.
And where can we find these on your website, tdituning.com?
TDI-tuning.com.
So it's been a little while since filming that TDI tuning. I thought we'd take the car for a little spin, give you my initial impressions. I'm going to keep this really quick because I will be doing like an overview video in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, let's head over to some roads where we can kind of explore this newfound power. And before we do that, I thought we'd talk about the S55 engine itself. So for those of you that don't know, the S55 is the code name of the engine in the M3 and M4. So it's a inline 6-cylinder twin turbocharged engine. In competition pack form, it produces 444 HP. Non-competition pack, it's 425, so it's a 19 horsepower loss. The turbocharged on the S55, they're actually good for around 560 horsepower. So obviously with the TDI tuning box, it brings power to around 525. So, you know, everything's still within its limits. I'm not risking the turbos blowing up. Engine itself is so reliable. I have to call you in a bit, Emma, yeah? Engine itself is really reliable. They're known to take 700 to 800 horsepower on stock internals, obviously with the correct software. But the gearbox itself can take around 700 foot-pounds of torque before needing to change clutches. So yeah, back to the TDI tuning box. You know, is anything going to go wrong? I don't think so. So let's talk about this newfound power I've got. It's a very broad power, so it actually builds very progressively, similar to how the M cars are from factory. There's a lot of tuners out there, right, that will give you a load of low-end torque and you'll get the illusion that your car is flying, but I promise you, as soon as you get to the mid and top end of your RPMs, you're going nowhere. You feel power completely dying off. So this is a very broad power, and I actually went and raced Arthur's Golf R. Sorry, it's now Calvin's Golf R. We did a load of back to GoPro just flew off, and you know what it... Oh, have I cracked my windscreen? Nah, it's fine. So yeah, I actually raced Calvin's Golf R. We did a few side-by-side comparisons. We did it with the tune on and off, and it's night and day. It's a massive difference. You're going to be very shocked with the results. That video is going to be going up very soon. But I can tell you that this car is definitely running 525 bhp, and it's pretty cool because I'd only just started to get used to the power. Like I already said, the M cars are really exaggerated, and once you do get used to it, you know, you realise that okay, yeah, it's quick, but it's exaggerated. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's very exaggerated. Now with the power, it's just like, yeah, it's a lot quicker. But it's a lot easier to overwhelm the rear wheels now. That was MDM on, and you can really light it up if you want. Into second, into third. Look at that all the way. Just spins and spins and spins, basically. I'm loving the fact that it still behaves like a stock M4. I'm not having to modulate the throttle any less than I was in stock form. It's still got that rear end grip. As soon as you go stage 2, stage 3 tune, you've really changed the behaviour of the M3, M4. It's almost a new car. You've got to learn how to drive it. There's a lot more modulation, and this is still like, okay, I just showed you how it spins up. Okay, we just got some people just pulling out for no reason. Guys, man, I need my own Top Gear test track, man. So it's so annoying now. Obviously, it's easy to see it spinning. Look, we're in bad weather at the moment, trust me. Like, even now it's like, what is it? Okay, it's 7 degrees, but it's just completely wet, like on the road. It's horrible. Into third. See it? Little snap there. You know what, the car, man, it's like it's got an electronic LSD, but there's actually a new LSD that's coming out for this car by Wavetrack. I'm hoping to get one on this, so it'll be interesting to see if it changes the behaviour of this car. It's very controllable, but it is snappy, man. It's very snappy. Fuel economy's not been affected, like one bit, and that is something that you always notice when you know, mapping the car. You'd notice fuel economy massive. Obviously turbocharged, you know, they are known to be a little more fuel efficient. So guys, I'm going to end the video there. I don't want to keep this video going any longer than it needs to. There will be an overview of this tune, like where I've lived with it for a little bit longer. If you do want the same box that I've had installed, all of the links will be in the description. There should be some kind of discount code. I don't know what it is right now, but it'll be something LLF. But check the description, please. If you did enjoy the video, hit the thumbs up. Definitely subscribe if you're new to the channel. I promise you, you guys are going to be really excited soon. I've got some epicness happening, man. I'm so gassed, like literally. But yeah, thank you for all your continued support. I know I've not done much content with this M4 recently, but there's a gazillion videos coming. So yeah, I'm going, guys, into third. See, grip there. But yeah, it's a lot faster.